6-7 years. She has that down.
Like, down to the second?
It's been a while. She reminds me of it. It's been a comfortable while, yeah.
We will be together for 7 years on August 15th of this year.
We're going to have conflicting stories. I am correct in this argument, and it's going to be an argument we're going to have the rest of our lives, is we met at my aunt's 50th birthday party at my aunt and uncle's, we call it the cave. We met there. Her mom introduced her to me and my cousin, and she refuses to believe that ever happened. She's going to say we met at my cousin's wedding.
Truly, we first met at his cousin's wedding, not at his aunt's 50th birthday party like I know he said.
She straight up does not believe that we ever met before that.
That's all I've got to say about that. I'm not wrong about it. He insists to this day that that's how it happened, but that's not how it happened.
Her mom backs me up, because her mom was even bragging about how she was homecoming queen, and I was like, oh, like that's pretty cool. Out of my league. I won't even think about it then. Our first official date, I waited in line at the College World Series in like 100-degree weather for like 2 hours to get into the game so we could have good seats. And she showed up way too late to where we had to go all the way to the back of the line again.
I was very late. I was very late due to a few wedding guests, actually. I won't name names. And I was very apologetic. I felt terrible because I knew that he had been standing there for way too long at that point, and I knew that we were going to lose the good seats. But he was a trooper about it. He was very, very sweet to me, and I still feel bad to this day.
It was a good first date, yeah. Yeah.
So I feel like we never really had an awkward silence or an awkward moment and tried to fill it. We never had to do that, so that was kind of nice because neither of us are very good at that. So I'd say overall it was very good. 10 out of 10. Would do it again. I think about like all of the picnics that we've gone on and events that we've gone to and concerts that we've been to, and I don't know, I can't pick a favorite because they all, I don't know, they're all different and they're all meaningful in different ways. So I don't know, I can't pick a favorite.
The most memorable date I can think of is when we came to Mahoney State Park, where we are now, and we literally spent the entire day here. We went to the wildlife safari. We went around the park. We walked probably every square inch of this park and just talked and hung out and had ice cream and paddle boats and just did it about everything we could at the park for that entire day. And then right at the lake here on the pier, we sat, and once it got dark, and sat on a picnic table for a while longer, and it's where we had our first kiss. And I'd say that's the most memorable date. That was after that date, it was okay, this is a serious thing. I know that she is very much interested in me as much as I am in her, and that's why this place holds such significance to me. The I love you, that was me. And I'm pretty certain that she didn't say it back. The way I remember, she didn't say it back, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess that's rough. But I think it was like she was happy to hear it and then completely just forgot to say it back. So, yes, eventually she said it. A disaster.
People are gonna think I'm mean.
But it was right on par with how our relationship is. It seems like nothing ever really goes to plan, and we make the best of it, and that's exactly how the engagement went. I tried multiple times, and just things beyond my control kept preventing it. It started finally getting nice enough to where Mahoney was like kind of like this, where it was green and there were flowers and everything. So I was like, okay, now we can try to do the engagement, because I didn't want to do it when everything was dead and brown. So
it was very hot. It was not nice weather. It was just It was late July. It was July 22nd. And it was hot. Like, it was muggy that day. Just, it was not fun walk around and enjoy yourself type weather. It was stay at home and eat an ice cream cone weather.
I had this whole time schedule laid out, and we were like 2-3 hours behind schedule. She just wanted to go home. She was sweaty. She was annoyed, and tried to distract her long enough for her dad to get out here and set up a picnic. And so we went to go get ice cream. I was trying so hard to make, like, just to cheer her up a little bit, but she wasn't having it.
Not be at Mahoney and eat an ice cream cone, because I know that you're trying to bandage this day, but an ice cream cone's really probably not going to help that much. It did help, and it helped.
And so it finally got to a point where I had to tell her, like, we are here for a reason. All of this is planned. I need you to be happy. I need you to knock this off, basically. And then I think she finally realized what was going on and why we were here. And then we came out here, had a nice picnic. Her dad went above and beyond, had a real nice picnic for us, and some champagne and chocolate and Charlotte. It was really nice.
It was worth it then to have this miserable hot gross day to then like come over here and see this really cute, sweet, thoughtful picnic.
So we just kind of sat out here for a while and chit-chatted, and then I proposed, and it exactly how our relationship is. Just nothing ever goes to plan, but we seem to make it work. So it was a disaster trying to get to it, but we eventually got there. And it didn't help that she was very impatient and expecting a proposal at that time. And so the months that it was getting delayed every time she was messing it up didn't really help.
It was planned well. I just wasn't being a very good girlfriend that day. Or sister, depending on who you ask. But I like to think that everyone has forgiven me for my atrocious behavior. And we can all go about our lives knowing, wow, what a funny story happened. And we can just pretend that none of the bad stuff happened and only the good stuff happened.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. And
except if you didn't RSVP.
We kind of had a very hard time with the people who are refusing to RSVP. Thank you for everybody who could make it. And to those who can't make it, we understand. Wish we could be here. But yeah, I appreciate everybody coming and celebrating this day with us.
I'm not. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Well, now it's
you can just make hearts instead.
Okay, make like a little conversation. That was the tiniest little heart.
I've got tiny hands.
Just give me a kiss.
Stupid.
That's how it's gonna be at the ceremony too. It's like you're.
I'm not like a PDA person.
You may now kiss.